Iraq War, 8 great things that changed the world for the better. A vet's Christmas tribute, written last year. This is event 2 of 8. Line of Islam, the line of divide, Islam versus radical. 7,000 American soldiers faced off in the heartland of the Sunni rebellion, the Anbar Province. It was the height of President Bush's sagging public support. Americans weary from years of war against an enemy growing ever effective and the rising death toll of our young American soldiers. To have lost this one battle would have been a death nail of Bush's entire military venture. Odds were U.S. forces may have well failed that battle. The momentum of war was finally against them. People don't realize how close we came to losing that war, and it was this battle. It was in that moment that the greatest of history's milestone was found. It was spotted by some young American fighter. The enemy was shooting at each other. What? Why? So was born the official wedge between fundamentalist jihad and the rest of Islam. You see, the local Iraqis hated America with a vengeance few of us could ever imagine. And yet the horrors of Al-Qaeda now stood in direct contrast to America. Al-Qaeda was a horrific monster of such evil that Iraqis chose to kill Al-Qaeda even as they faced off against Americans shooting at them. Remember, this was from the core of Iraq's own Sunni Muslims, the same religious tribe as Al-Qaeda itself. They spent years fighting together, sworn enemies of America. Somehow, this meant nothing in their urgency to kill Al-Qaeda now. Iraqis could not wait a day more, though they faced American soldiers firing at them. It was these Iraqis that now accepted America's offer of help to fight against the atrocities that is radical fundamentalist Islam. So was drawn the line of great divide between Islam as a religion and fundamentalists as a cause. Nothing personified this issue more vividly than that day on the battle for Anbar. The single act of rebellion setting into motion the defining attitudes for all of Islam in the modern era. Before this, fanatical jihads were interchangeable with Islam. No longer. It all changed on that very day. Al-Qaeda was 1,000 cruelties of daily routine. Women flogged in open markets for shopping unaccompanied, showing too much face or talking to strangers. Men, boys of all ages, dragged away in the streets in the name of war. Little girls kidnapped from home for slave rings of forced sex marriages. Entire neighborhoods lay slaughtered over rumors and impromptu public beheadings for minor indiscretions. The sheer savagery of radical fundamentalists was far more horrific than American bungling heresy or even invasion itself. The invaders were the nice guys by compare. The brutality of Al-Qaeda proved the greatest of all evils. Iraqis finally came to see Al-Qaeda for the monster they really are. America was a friend by compare to such horrors. They partnered with America as their new ally against their greatest evil. Often they came gratefully, thankfully even. This American partnership reset the terms of Islam for the entire region. The common cause lives today as the underlying principle of Islam's interface with the world at large. My dear American veterans, I salute thee on behalf of these Iraqis. Herein rests the legacy of those great battles for Iraq. A new choice drawn in blood by the bravest of warriors between the horrors of radical jihadists or Islam's partnership with the 21st century world. That was event number 2.